my mentality is already changed when I saw that I'm pregnant, because it made me feel like I'm mother now. I'm gonna be the mother, and there's a child inside my body. So I was like so prepared with my mind, and suddenly when I see the blood, I was like, when I saw the blood, I was like, no, 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 no. I start crying, I was. Hello, namaste, and welcome back to my another chit chat vlog, eh? So let me sit properly. If you don't know me, my name is Dinmaya, and you can call me Dimaya, as my channel name is Dimaya. And yesterday I shared my story about my pregnancy, and it was in Nepalese, because I am. I want everyone should know about my story, whoever following me, eh? So I did my Nepalese story. If you likes to hear me talking in Nepalese, you can check out my previous story, previous video. I mean, so today I'm gonna speak in English because my lots of my followers, they don't understand Nepalese and they don't know what I was talking about. It's not going to be the exact same how I said it in Nepalese, but it's going to be a different version. But the story is the same, just a little bit different, because the way I said it in Nepalese is really different in English. Let's start. After joining my husband in UK, I looked for the job. Obviously, to move forward, you have to work. You have to work to live, like at least decent life. Then I found a job. Currently working at the same place. So we were like ready, because I was 30 and I was ready to have a family. We were ready to have a family, but we didn't plan that, oh, we're gonna have a baby, kind of, oh no, we're gonna have a baby kind of plan. We didn't plan like that, but we are like, if happen, then happen, but we are ready. Yeah, we are, like ready to go kind of mentality we have. So it start from here that one day I was at work and I can smell like really, really bad smell, and I said, what is that disgusting smell? And my friend was like, that's salmon, darling. And I was like, oh, that's salmon. I used to hate salmon. I mean, that smell made me hate salmon. And I was like, oh, that's disgusting. That smells so bad. And they said, come on, that doesn't smell bad. And I was like, okay. Every time when they cook fish, not just the salmon, any other fish, it stink like, oh, I can't tell you how bad was that smell for me, actually. And then at home, I only used to eat green vegetables. I have no idea how come I dropped myself into the vegetables. I used to eat I used to eat meat. I used to eat chicken wings, noodles and everything, and then suddenly I am like a vegetarian kind of person. I was just eating lots of vegetables. And then my mother-in-law, she said like, oh, you've been eating so much vegetables nowadays. And I was like, I don't know, I just like vegetables nowadays. And she's like, okay. And I told her the story about the fish, stinky fish, in my work. And then she was just like presuming that, you might be pregnant, Maya, you should go and check. And I was like, that's not possible. I just literally had, like, last week I had my period. How can I be pregnant? Like, I had my period. And she's like, yeah, but in case, you can just check to make sure. So I was like, okay, let's try. What's wrong with trying, innit? So I went to the pharmacy and I got this very cheap one. I mean, not cheap one, but like it is a cheap one, because it just show you the two lines, like if you're pregnant or not pregnant. Then I was like, oh wait, I'm gonna try now. It was like around 4 p.m. And my husband, he was at work. And I went upstairs and I tried, and in few seconds the lines turn up like positive. And I'm like, still like, what? That shocked me, because I was sure that I'm not pregnant because I had my period. And I went downstairs and I was like, Mom, I'm pregnant. How can it be? I'm pregnant. Now I had my period. Yeah, last week I had my period. How can I be pregnant? And she's like, sometimes it's happened, like some people still get periods. And I'm like, no, I need to make sure if I'm pregnant or no. And then after a few hours, my husband, he came home, and then my mother-in-law tell him the news that, guess what? And he's like, what? That's how my husband speak. What? Maya, she's pregnant. And he's like, what? Nah, that's not possible. She had her period. He knows as well. She had her period. And then mom said, this sometimes some people, they still have period when they're pregnant. So me and my husband was like, yes, that is. I mean, my husband was like still shocked, like he didn't believe that I am pregnant. And then I did a call, and then we booked an appointment for next week. They asked me to come on next week. So they're gonna do the blood test, urine test, everything test, and they can be confirmed that I am pregnant. So I was desperately waiting for that appointment, because I was still like not 100% sure that I was pregnant, because I had my period. That's why I was like in a like I was surprised, because you never know, innit? So 3 days before my appointment, one night I was laying down and watching a movie. Suddenly I feel cramp, and then I went to the toilet. And when I went to the toilet, I saw the blood, and there was a small little tiny clot blood, which was really dangerous and make me scared. Seriously, my mentality is already changed when I saw that I'm pregnant, because it made me feel like I'm mother now. I'm gonna be the mother. There's a child inside my body. So I was like so prepared with my mind, and suddenly when I saw the blood, I was like, no, 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 no. I start crying. I was very, very, very sad. I called my husband and I said, I'm bleeding. And then I told my mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law said, you need to book an appointment. You need to maybe just go tomorrow, emergency. Yes, I did went to the emergency, I think, because my appointment was after 3 days. So my husband, he came, and then I think next day we went to the A&E emergency. And they said, just to make sure, we have to do the scan. And they asked me like, when was my last period? And I said like, just a week ago. And they were like, huh, a week ago? Okay, that's possible, no problem. We can still see what's going on in there. And but my bleeding was stopped by then. I mean, it was just like a spots, I would say. And they took me to the ultrasound room, where they do the internal ultrasound, I think, internal, because they believe that I'm still in a very early pregnancy, so they might just gonna see sac or something. So when she did my internal ultrasound, the doctor was like, what, are you sure you had a period last week? What do you think, how many weeks you're pregnant? I'm like, I'm not sure, maybe 2-3 weeks, or I don't know, because I had my period last week. And the doctor said, wait a minute, she needs to change ultrasound from internal to external. So she put the jelly on my tummy, and I'm like, what's going on? And then she's like, oh wow, there you go, that's your baby. What? Literally, Asia was there. I mean, there was a baby. There was no sac, there was no egg, there was no spot. There was a big baby there, in there, like hand, legs, head, eyes, mouth, everything was there. And the doctor was like, we need to check how far you're pregnant. And then they found out that I am 13 weeks pregnant by the ultrasound. That means I was 3 months pregnant already, and I have no idea that I was pregnant. No idea. Nothing, no sickness, no nothing. I didn't feel anything. I mean, I just the thing was like I was eating lots of vegetable. Rather than that, I was fine. I mean, like, I was like shocked, but I was so relieved and so happy that Asia's there. I mean, the baby's there. She is healthy. She's fine. And then now everything is confirmed. I'm confirmed that I'm gonna be the mommy, and my husband's gonna be the daddy. We are confirmed now. We are very, very focusing on saving money, preparing the whole thing. Like when you're newly parents, what you do, you just get really excited. I did work till I was 8 months pregnant. I was working in a housekeeping it was a physical job, but I managed to work till I was around 8 months pregnant. Everything was very smooth, everything's going really nice. I mean, and then we saved like around £7,000, me and my husband. And my husband, he decorated the whole house. I mean, this house, he asked his dad to his dad can do the paint. He paid his dad, and his dad paint the whole house top to bottom. And my husband, he changed the carpet because this house is full with dog's hair and still have a dog hair. So he changed all the carpets on the lino, and we had a new bed, and he changed like every single thing. I mean, yeah. So it's so fresh, new. That time, everyone used to smoke inside the house because my mother-in-law, she's like very not chain smoker, kind of little bit kind of a chain smoker. She smoked a lot. So her brother, I mean my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, everybody used to smoke inside the house. And the house wall color was yellow. So my husband, he changed everything, and then from then now on, nobody's gonna smoke inside the house. And still now, nobody smoke inside the house, which is very good, because that is disgusting when you smoke inside the house. The whole wall look like yellow. So everything's gone really smooth. The pregnancy gone very smooth. Who's outside making that noise? I don't know. Come on, shut up. Close that sound. We had a nice we had a very nice baby shower. My sister-in-law, she did a very nice cake for me for the baby shower. And yeah, everything's gone really smooth. So now we have to prepare everything for the baby. So we did the shopping. My husband, he likes to do shopping from all the from Mothercare's. That time the Mothercare's was very famous and expensive for kids. Now it's closed down. I don't know why. But we did all the shoppings already. We bought lots of newborn babies clothes and everything. And then my last scan was when I was 8 or 7 months pregnant. Since then we didn't have any scan, and I was 41 weeks pregnant and still no sign of baby to come out. I mean, there was no contraction, nothing. I was just like normal. But then I was having this suddenly I was having this they said it's called fake contraction, or I don't know. I was just having the contraction time to time, and it was really, really uncomfortable. Like you can't sleep at night. I just now I had enough. I feel like this baby needs to come out. I feel like that because I was already 41 weeks pregnant. One day I went to the toilet. I was having this contraction, like a very light one. And suddenly I realized my mucus plug just came out. So I told my mother-in-law that my mucus plugs just came out. So she said like, okay, now we need to call the doctor. And we called the doctor, and they said, okay, bring her in. So my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law's wife, I know, Devrani, she drove me to the hospital. Me and my husband, we took our baby bag, everything. And then they checked me and they said I am 2 centimeter open already. What? Already? Okay, no worries. And they said like, do you have any history or high blood pressure in your family? And I said, yes, my mom have it. And they said they don't want to take a risk that they think like I might have a blood pressure as well, or I don't know why, but they just moved me to the what you call that thing, moved me to the ward. Yeah, they moved me to the ward, but it was just me. It was just private one, and it was me, my husband, and my sister-in-law. And they induced me because there was no sign of me having lots of contraction. That's why they induced me. And then after that inducing thing or whatever, I feel more pain, I feel more contraction quite often. And oh my god, that I don't now that pain is just out of, I don't remember that pain, but that pain was literally so painful that I cannot even move my body. I was like in that pain. I was just like a statue, like a statue. And then they said I should lay down, and then I can feel it. Like, I mean, something is there. I mean, something is coming out from me, but it just feel like something stuck in between my legs, like very heavy rock or something stuck in between my leg. And at the end I was in a pain, so I can't bear the pain, and I said I want epidural, and then they gave me the epidural. And after that epidural I can still, like, oh my gosh, an epidural is like every how many minutes you can have it, you can't have it constantly. So that was really painful as well. But then I got admit on Thursday, and then I was there till Saturday. The whole Thursday night, my contraction was like in and out, in and out, in and out. And then whole Friday, I was like in and out, in and out, in and out. All that 2 whole day, my cervix was only open for 7 centimeter. You should have 10 centimeter. Mine was. So the baby have the monitor. My tummy was, they put the monitor on my tummy, so they will know if the baby is okay, if the baby's struggling or whatever. And then all Friday, oh my God, my contraction, my pain. I feel like I'm paralyzed. I was like on the bed like an elephant. I was just like gone. I'm like laying down like that. I was just, oh my gosh. And later on they said if they don't see any changes in that 7 centimeter, then we're gonna have to take you to the theater, operation theater, on Saturday. Oh my gosh, that time I feel like I'm ready to go, but I really do not want to do it because I want to have the normal delivery. Everyone wants to have normal delivery. And Saturday morning they took me to the theater because they check, and there's no progress in my centimeter, my cervix. So they took me to the theater, and they put me something to numb my half of my body, on the bottom of my body. And the doctor, he put the drips in my body and then said, did you feel anything under there? I'm like, yeah, I can still feel it. And then he put more. Did you feel it now? I was like, yeah, I can still feel it. He did it like 3 times, and then he was like, I think it's normal because you will have some sensation or something. But I said, like, it's not sensation, but I can still feel your fingers or anyone touching my lower body part. I was like, maybe it is like that because I never had the operation like that before. So I was like, maybe it is what it is. I mean, it's supposed to be like that. And then I can feel everything. I mean, I can feel they cutting me. I can feel they stretching my skin. I can feel they pulling edges out. I can feel everything. I can feel when they clean and hoover my tummy. The painful part was the stitch my tummy. That was the most painful. And when they were cleaning, that was more painful. And then when they took the Asia out, because there is a curtain in front of me, so I don't see anything. And my husband was just sitting with me holding my hand. And they were like, wow, what? And we were like, what happened? Because why they give such a reaction, And then my husband, he run to the other side, and he was like, ooh, he's shocked as well. And I don't know what's going on. And then doctor said, baby's big. That's a big baby. Wow, well done, mommy. And I'm like, big baby. And Craig, my husband, he bring Asia to me. Oh my gosh, she was all red. She was like, there was no eyes. Her eyes was like gone. Oh, I was like that. And her head was like a cone head. And I was like, I was not looking at anything. I was just looking at her head and saying that, oh my God, my baby have a cone head. Oh my gosh, she's gonna have to live like that forever. And then the nurse says, don't worry, that's just for a temporary, because she was pushing that all one and a half day. That's why that's the the head got like that, it will go, don't worry, your baby is beautiful. And I'm like, I was crying. And they measured the baby, and she was 5 kilo. 5 kilo. So everyone was shocked. And then yeah, my mother-in-law, when we send the picture to my mother-in-law, and she's like, what, wow, that's a big baby. And everybody's shocked. And they transfer me to the normal ward where all the other mothers were with their babies there, newborn babies. And there was a curtain in front of every single bed, so we don't see them, but we can hear them. I can hear lots of babies crying. Okay, everyone come to visit me slowly. And the thing was like, I have to do breastfeed. I was really excited for breastfeeding, but what happened was my baby was big, so they have to do the blood test every 3 hours. Kind of, how many times they prick my baby's feet, I don't know, but I have to feed Asia 3-ounce milk every 3 hours, which was not possible with my milk, because my milk was not like that. I mean, it was just like a drop. Whenever she's sucking it, it was just like a drop coming, so which is not going to be enough for her to bring changes in her blood sugar or anything. So they said like, mommy, you can do breastfeed later, but at the moment we need some blood tests for Asia, for a baby. That time we didn't know that what names we're gonna give her. They said like, okay, mommy, at the moment you can give her like a bottle milk, because we need to do some blood tests. You can do the breastfeed later, you can continue doing breastfeed later. So I was like, okay. So I start giving her a bottle while I was in the hospital. So we called her Asia because me and my husband, we thought like, if she don't look like a very English, you know, like quite as English, then we're gonna call her Paris. But if she looks like Asian, we're gonna call her Asia. So when she was born, she looked like sumo wrestler. Exactly, sumo wrestler, right? Chinky eyes. Her eyes was like that. I mean, her eyes was closed, so you can see like very Asian baby there. So we called her Asia. Yeah. And then after, they want to just see like if the baby have diabetes, because the baby is big. All the nurse, when they come to check Asia, when they change their shift, they're like, wow, big baby. Oh wow, big baby. But for me, I didn't realize why they're saying big baby. For me, it just looked like a newborn baby, because I have no ideas about the newborn babies, not much. So suddenly I saw my other neighbor's baby. The curtain was open and the nurse was checking that baby. When I saw that baby, then I realized that is a normal baby, that's a normal size, and my baby is a big baby because she does look very big. Anyway, she's very healthy. She was perfect. I mean, I love my baby girl. Pregnancy journey is finished. Now is a motherhood journey is beginning in next part, which was not really a happy one. Anyway, I'm gonna do the next part like 2, but please be patient. I will do in English and both please. And for now, Asia's having fun with her dad and with her cousin and with her uncle and auntie, and it's lovely over there. It's a Camber Beach, and they're coming tomorrow. And as I told you, I didn't go because I'm working, and they did this holiday plan in like 3 days before they were going. And for me, it's impossible to take day off, because I mean, my work need at least a week or a month advance notice for the holiday, which was not possible for me. And yes, I am happy that she at least gone with her dad. She's having fun with her cousin. That's all matter. And anyway, there's more coming. I mean, summer is coming, and then end of the May they're having a big long 1 week holiday as well. So mommy and daughter, and maybe this time we will take daddy with us anyway. So thank you so much for watching this story, and love you all, and I will see you in my next chit chat. Bye bye.